Hello everybody and welcome to the second podcast of Building Bricks from the Other Side. And the second major build that I built on my channel was the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs cottage. Proper Lego set, aligned with Disney of course. So I'm not going to waffle, as we say here. Without further ado, let's get into the full build video. So I hear you all say, what's the next build on Square Ghost? Well, to answer your question, it's my first proper Lego build on this channel. And I'm building it for my wife, Jill. And with no further ado, I will show you what I am about to build. So here is the next build, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, a Disney official Lego set, 18 plus, set number 43242. 2,228 pieces. Get my finger out the way. The back of the box looks as good as the front of the box. That's what we're attaining to get to after the build. Here's your size and dimensions for anybody who's interested. 8 inches by 14 inches. But there's no width on that, so it's interesting. Don't know if that's a picture from the animated film. Some shots from the actual build. And there's a light brick in this set. Oh, look, she's fast asleep. Right, let's get into the box. So here we are, breaking the seals of this brand new Lego set. And it's a nice close up here. And we're in. So, off we go. The box is open. And we take our first peer inside. I can see pack number 4. Right, shall we empty out and see what we've got? So here we go. Try again, Kevin. So, there's 12 bags. There's obviously, the instructions. And I'm going to sort the bags and then give you another shot. So here we are with all bags sorted. And as you can see, there is 14 steps. I will quietly go into 14 to 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I hope you like my countdown. So I'm going to proceed to put all these back into the box in reverse order, and then we can start with bag 1 and away we go, onward and upward. Bag number 1. So here we are with the contents of bag one out of the bag. We'll have a quick little zoom in. We've got plenty of leaves, some brown, some roots, some bits of grey, brown things that undoubtedly are for the roof. We've got the two unassembled minifigs, two little birds and a bucket. And that's your lot. So, without further ado, off we go with step number one. So this is the conclusion of bag one. It's obviously the wishing well with Snow White and Prince Charming. You can just about see the wheel underneath there if I tilt it down. Things to point out, I think, obviously lovely Snow White and Prince Charming. Little zoom in, lovely little birds. Lego being Lego, I can't say no more. What can I say about the build? It looks good. Let me just move the minifigs out of the way a minute. It's quite decorative with the flowers, the growing roots out to the garden. Again, you can just about see the wheel, but I will say what I found here again was when I was connecting the roof part that fits on top of the two towers, first one pressed down absolutely perfectly. Tried to press with two, didn't fit. So I did a wriggle, and when I wriggled, you know what I'm going to say, don't you? The actual side leg went down. Now remember, this is proper Lego. Not moaning and complaining, it could be me being ham-fisted. I'm not the gentlest person in the world, and I'm a little bit shaky. You might find that, like as you see with the camera. Sorry, there's nothing I can do about that till I get a steady cam or something like that. But other than that, the build was brilliant, the minifigs was enjoyable. We'll do a lot more detailed look at the minifigs in the review at the end of the set. I will also say we had these 4 pieces spare, which is an extra handle, 1 cheese slope, a little purple flower and a root. So all in all, not a bad start to bag 1. Onward and upward to bag number 2. But before I finish, I will say one more thing. I've decided to try and time the builds. I'm not going to say this is absolutely deadly accurate, but as close as I can be. And the first build, this actually took me, this little thing, 21 minutes 30 seconds. Now I know there's a lot of you out there who's going to think, oh my god man, how can such a small build take such a long time? And the truth is, like I say again, and you'll hear me say this on every set that I build, I don't rush. I build nice and steady at my pace. If I can build from digital, I build from digital so I can see exactly where every piece is going. So in with that, as I say, 21 minutes 30 seconds. I'm going to try and give you a run time for every section I build, and then obviously a total build time for the entire set, but that's my build time, remember, not nobody else's. So as I said before, onward and upward, on to the next build. Bag number 2, I believe. Bag number 2. So here are the contents to bag number 2, as I try and pull back and get everything in. And I'll go with that a little bit closer, as I always do. 2 shades of green, bit of brown. I will come a bit closer for you now, get out the shadow, and say these wooden brick effects are printed by Lego. Lovely. We like a printed brick. I love the orange glass slopes. I know they're going to be for the fire embers, but I do like the way they look, especially if the light brick goes underneath. Talking of light bricks, there it is, looking good. Then we've got some green pieces, and then we have our woodland creatures. So we've got a bunny rabbit, a grey squirrel and a brown squirrel, which is very, very good. A little bit of blue and yellow. We have a well handle again. Some more plates. Brown for the decking and stuff of the floor. And to finish off, as you've seen, one great big plate. So, as we always say, onward and upward. Let's see what bag number 2, build number 2, section number 2 is going to be like. So here we are with the completion of bag number 2, and we've got the first base plate half immobilised. I think there's little bits to stick on, but we're ready to go. We're building the fireplace. The light brick works. Woohoo! Love the little orange fire pieces. That's me to the ground. The little creatures. I'm going to spin around. We've got the rabbit. Got the grey squirrel and the brown squirrel with a little bucket. Tree stump there with the printed pieces. It's nice to have printed pieces in a Lego set. The flooring, everything went well there. No missing pieces. In fact, to be totally honest and truthful, this was a very therapeutic build. I really enjoyed it. Had a bit of my own music in the background playing while I was building, and it flowed seamlessly. If every other section's like this, then it's going to be an amazing build, as in relaxing and enjoyable. The only other thing worthy of note is that I had these 5 spare bricks. You can see there, one black connector, one little square stud, one orange cheese slope, and you've got the little rounded corner piece and a yellow round stud. But like I've said, I can't fault it. Absolutely brilliant. Looking forward to step 3. Onward and upward. See you on the flip side. Just worthy of noting is the run time for that particular bag was 40 minutes. Again, I don't rush my build, so if you think I've took way too long, you might be right, but that's my pace, that's my enjoyment, and it is what it is. You may be quicker, you may be slower. You'll only find out if you build it yourself. Right, thanks for watching, and onward and upward to the next build. See you soon. Bag number 3. So here is the contents of bag 3, and we'll go like through the normal as we do every video. We got some big green leaves. Got that, like, whatever you want to call it, sandy yellow, some brown, window frame, some grey, some orange. We have a mini pig. I'm going to guess and say it's bashful. I could be wrong. We have some little printed bricks, which looks like a pocket watch or watches. More printed bricks, some cutlery, windows, tools for mining, some nice coloured bricks, some grey, and that's a lot. It's a nice size again. Onward and upward to the build, and let's get on with it. I just wanted to show the cauldron here in the fire boiling, or the pot boiling as they say, because I think when it's actually built up on the walls you might not get to see it, and I think it's just a nice little add-on, a nice little build. and I thought it was worthy of showing you, the viewers, a little bit of extras that Lego have gone to do this set. So bag 3 is now complete. There's a little bit closer. We'll start off with the mince pig and its mash up. I'll quickly show you the rear as well. I can get him to stand up. There you go. I'll do a more detailed thing with mini pigs at the end of the build. Back to the build. And you can see now that we've got the actual cottage now is starting to take shape. We've got spare tools, flowers. This is the fireplace. I'll quickly turn it around. You can see the cauldron better now, which is quite good. 2 spoons, cup, flame flying. Window. A little clock. And it does a little ticker-tocker like move. No problems with the build, no problems with the clutch power of the brakes. Minifigure's good. I've got nothing bad to say about this build so far. Like the last level that I actually built, it is therapeutic. It's really enjoyable to build. There's no pressure, there's no stress. And some builds I've built before, I know I'm repeating myself, I have felt stress building them, you know, and especially they start to collapse and all sorts of stuff. But with this build so far, I can honestly say it's an absolute brilliant build. If you're enjoying what you're seeing so far, please remember to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you don't like it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more stuff like this in the future. Onward and upward to bag and level number 4. Bag number 4. So this is the contents of bag number 4. Just a quick run through as we normally do. We've got white, lovely green, some like orangey brown. We've got some goblets again, some dishes, little bits of black with some funny bricks there that I've never seen before, that shape, but we'll see what they do. Some hearts, some bread. There's our next minifig build, which I think is going to be Mr. Grumpy, but you'll have to wait and see. Other bits of brown with a plate. And that's it. Onward and upward with the build. Let's see where bag number 4 takes us. So here we are with the completion of bag 4. You can see it's taking a nice shape, and this bag's all been about the interior. We've built this little table with chairs, and if you just look, the little chair make is absolutely brilliant. It's only 1, 2, 3, about 6 pieces with the 2 little love hearts on the back. Really, really nice detail and lovely and enjoyable to build. No clutch problems as the last time. Here's the door with the hinges. Door opens perfectly well. There you go, just to prove the point. And finally, of course, I was totally right. He was grumpy. We did have 4 spare pieces, and the build time, as I look on my list, was just shy of 24 minutes. But please remember, that's me not rushing, drinking, you know, listening to my music in the background, so no panic there. Onward and upward onto bag number 5, no problems whatsoever. bag number 5. So here is the contents for bag number 5, and I'll just take a closer look like we always do. Some of the different greens, lots of different greens, which is nice. We've got a little bit of that light blue, nice colour there. Not a big set at all, not a big section I should say. And then we have a nice base plate to build on. So, onward and upward to bag number 5, section number 5. Right, so this is the completion of bag 5. We're on the second large base plate. Quite a quick build, this one. Build time was just under 10 minutes. Not rushed again, I want to stress that, because I've got England cricket on in the background. But really enjoying this build. Again, no problems, no clutch power, instructions are super, everything goes where it's supposed to go. Not a lot more that I can say really, except super build. Looking forward to bag number 6, and as I normally say, I'll say again, onward and upward. Bag number 6. Hello everybody, and here is bag number 5. Is it number 5? Yeah, I think it's number 5. Actually, it's bag number 6. I took all the contents out, and it's the first downer of the set. Yes, you heard me right. The first downer, and it is, of course, the sticker sheets. Sorry for the glare. It is what it is, and I know I don't like stickers. Just for the record, before I show you the contents, there is the manual. It's a massive manual, and here we go. Get your fingers out of the way, Kevin. 2 different greens there, which is nice. Some blues, some piano keys and some cups, and if I move the book away, which one is this one? I have no idea. Right, and with that, I will see you on the other side. Just in the middle of this build, and I just thought it was worthy of notice showing people, there's a little hidden cheese, if you can see it behind there, that's going to be covered in a minute, and I just wanted to make sure that you could see it was there. Whether we'll see it through there later, I don't know, but it was worth a mention. So here's the shadow. Just going back to where the cheese was underneath this table, I thought I'd give you a little zoom up in case it's covered later after the build. Obviously this is Grumpy's plate, and a lovely little printed tile brick thing there. I don't think I picked it up on the initial sweep, or if I did I forgot, but I just thought I'd point it out and show you all, just in case you can't see it once everything's put together. Right, off we go again. While I think about it, the build time was 46 minutes. Now I think that's an awfully long build time. Really, I say a good 5 minutes of that build was the stickers and the stress of the stickers. Other than that, enjoyable build. Thanks a lot. Bag 6 is completed, and this is my first gripe of the build. nothing actually to do with the build. Everything's gone nicely together. A nice piano, the little things on top, or is it an organ? It might be an organ. Love the detail of the sink with the water running into the sink. I think that's great. As I said, as I showed earlier, you can see Grumpy's plate with his knife, with his fork and his spoon and his cup. Can you see the cheese? The answer is probably no. Terrible photography on my part. But we know that the cheese is there. But now to the gripe. Stickers. And you can plainly see my stickers are not in line. In fact, it's poor. There's no good me saying, you know, they're not in line. I pulled them off twice, still had trouble. I always struggle with stickers, not going to lie about it. To be honest, it's okay. I don't think the wife will mind too much. It's not something that she's going to, I hope, take a lot of time to study. The piano keys, these are 2 printed bricks. Lovely, they look good. There is not that you can see in the lights. That is in fact, you can just about see, there you go, a squirrel. And if I quickly spin it around the other end, you can see him again there. Stickers again. Like I say, they're fiddly, they're hard to get in the middle. I know that might just be me before anybody, you know, comments. I mean, but not many people really like stickers, if they're honest. And printed big bricks are so much better. Our minifig, again, I don't know which one he is. I'm going to guess Happy. When we get them all together at the end of the review, we'll try and find out who's who. A good thing, as you can see here, there's quite a few spare bricks and spare bits of other water things for the sink. Some nice flowery stuff there, little light blue and stuff. I'm sure that they'll come in handy, same with the fork for all the builds that I have in the future. So, on a whole, bag number 6 build was good, no problems, enjoyable. Stickers, stressful. Again, that's just me before anybody says anything. Stressful. But other than that, totally enjoyable. I will spin the set because if I remember rightly, I think those 2 bricks went on as well, but I might be wrong with that, I don't know. That's what the other side looks like with the organ or the piano. I think it's an organ, and of course there'll definitely be sides built up there and bricked up. So there you have it for bag number 6. If you've enjoyed everything so far, please like and subscribe if you have not subscribed. If you think I'm a pile of pants and me stickers suck, by all means please comment and say, Kev, yeah, stickers are crap. Which they am. Thanks very much, and we'll see you in a bit for bag number 7. Bag number 7. So here we are with the contents of bag number 7. Quite quickly, we've got quite a bit of brown. We've got 2 little cups again, as you see. We've got one of the dwarfs, which I've got no idea again which it is. Just quickly show you here if I can get out my own light. The little side printed bricks for the side of the cottage. I'm assuming that's for some sort of window design, but I could be wrong. could be the beds, I don't know. A couple of plates, and we're ready to go. So onward and upward. Let's see how bag number 7 turns out. So just a quick little video just to show that before the roof goes on, because it's going on now, I just thought I would show, and then that's your lots. Now to the roof. So here is bag 7 in all its entirety. We'll start off with the windows there and the shutters, which is what I picked up when we looked at the pieces when they sorted them out at the bag. I'll turn it around and then you can basically see how it looks. The build itself, again, no problems whatsoever, everything clicks well. It's dark in there, as you can see. Not a lot I can do about that because of the ceiling on. I called it a roof earlier, but it's a ceiling. It's dark. Not a lot I can do about it, unfortunately. But still, it is what it is. No problems with the build. Everything holds together. These nice, long tiles. Same for the other side. Get my shadow out of it. Yeah, like I say, onward and upward to the next build. See you on the other side. The build time for this bag 7, section 7, was 22 minutes. Quite quick for me. Very, very seamless, as I said. And let's hope the next one's just as good. Of course, I forgot our minifig. And again, I'm going to say happy, although I'm not really sure if it's happy. He's got his pickaxe. Nice little mark on the back. Not going to make too much notice of this because, as I said, come the final review, we're going to go into the minifigs a lot more closer and more detail. Bag number 8. And here we have the contents to bag number 8. So a little quick recce like we always do. We've got some nice coloured pieces there. Plain. Some little single square studs. Some brown, some green, some cream or whatever you want to call it. Barrel, chest. Some other nice little blue bricks. Same printed on the front. So, as we say, onward and upward onto bag number 8. I just wanted to show the lovely little treasure haul that we'll have up in the rafters of diamond pieces and a lovely little blue stud there, and when the lids are on, which you'll see later, you won't really be able to see them when they're lost, so unless you built it, you're not going to know that they are there. Once again, as we're building more hidden gems, there's going to be a little lid on that in a moment, and then unfortunately you'll never see it again. I suppose it's a nice thing if you know that you're the builder, but if you're looking in from the outside when the set's on display, can't really see the point myself, but it's a nice little add-on, I suppose. On we go. Alright, that's bag 8 completed. Nice easy build, no problems with any clutch power or anything like that. Some nice little things to show you. We'll start with the beds of the 7 Dwarfs. More stickers, as you can see. Hate every bloody minute of them, sorry for swearing. At least you can't actually see very good the others because they're covered. We'll try and get the other angle, and you can see it's just basically the names of the 7 Dwarfs. While I'm on it, quickly turn it around and show you some little things. Here we are with our treasure chests, as I told you earlier. Some in the barrel, and there was some in the little box, as I told you. I'm not going to bother to get the lid off. Something nice to show you, which I do think is good, is, as you can see, it pivots, which is nice. So you can have it set at an angle if you like, or you can have it flat to flat if you want it. Personally, I like the little angle. And when I do the final display, I'll ask the wife and see what she thinks of it. Here is our minifig, somebody with a smile on his face. I've got no idea again who he is, so I'm going to try and find out for the end review. The build time for this particular section, bag 8, was around 55 minutes. Again, no rush, and I've been on my phone a little bit attending to personal things, but that only took me a couple of minutes while the build was on. And finally, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 7 pieces? Yeah, 3 pieces. That's, you know, extras, as we call them in the business. In fact, we've got a few more because I've just noticed we've got a few more coloured diamond stud things, which is always nice and always handy to come in at another time. So there you have it. There's bag 8. If you like what you're seeing, please give me a like and subscribe if you want to. You can always give me a thumbs down if you don't like it, you think I'm a pile of poo. Don't be frightened to comment in the box anything that you think I can make it better or make it worse, anything you like about the set or don't like the sets. And I will see you shortly for bag number 9. Bag number 9. So here is the contents to bag number 9. We have another one of the 7 Dwarfs again, no idea who he is. Some grey, some brown. We have a spider, a silver cup, and a lantern holder, I believe. Thank God all the stickers are done. Some brown, a window frame, an arch. Some long bricks. Nice colours coming up here. Some nice blue, and I personally love how the yellow pops. That's very me. And some bits of black. And that is all there is for bag number 9. So let's get to the build. I just wanted to show everybody the spider. God, I don't like spiders. And just in case it gets covered again, I don't think it does, I think we do get to see it, but just in case, there she or he is. So here we are with bag number 9 completed, and you can see, I hope, that we've worked on this upper part here and some parts here, and also I'll show you here the chimney's gone up a little bit. What can I say, some nice parts here. We can still see the spider, which is good. It'll cup in the rafters. Turning round for the bedroom, you can see the decoration of the, I think they're supposed to be open curtains for the window, which is that. I will turn round, keep going as they say, zoom out a little bit and show the facade. The little lamp, the bucket, and then back to the roof. And I'm going to just stand up and try and give you that sort of view looking down. That's what it's like. I hope that you're getting the same feel that I'm getting. It's been another section of pure joy, no stress, no stickers, relaxing building, fun, and that's what it's all about really, isn't it? Having fun. The build time was around 42 minutes, give or take the odd little interruption, and I will now, if you beg my pardon, there is the minifig. I've got no idea who he is. As I keep saying at the end of every section, I'm going to focus more on minifigs later. We have 5 spare pieces. We have one of the printed tiles for the outside and a couple of nice colours. So with that, I hope you're enjoying the build and watching as much as I am making it. And I'll see you for bag number 10. Bag number 10. So this is bag number 10's contents, and we are going to slowly start on the roof of the cottage. So I just want you to, lots of yellow if you look for the straw roof plates. Funny little clawy shapes that they use for feet, I think, but they're definitely using it for the build this time. There's a lot of bricks here. It's a bigger set, so I think this might just take me a little bit longer to make. Onward and upward, as I always say, and let's get on with the build. This first part of the build for the roof of the thatched cottage, absolutely gorgeous. Just followed the plans, click, 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 click. Obviously sorted the pieces first. Can't say absolutely anything. Build is good, build is solid, it's very, very stable and flexible. It doesn't fall apart. You know, I can't say no better than that. And I'm just about to apply it to the cottage. Just to follow on, it fitted like a glove. Now, the second part of the cottage roof, at the front of the cottage actually, not the actual building itself. Again, exactly the same as the other one, very therapeutic and enjoyable. The only thing I'm going to point out here is if you push too hard on some of these things, because they only sort of hold on one strut, you can easily push them off. You can push them on firm, they're very, very, you know, it's not going to fall off, don't get me wrong, but if you're a little bit heavy-handed like I am, just be aware to try and take the power out. Right, I shall attempt to place it on the cottage. I'm going to be honest here and say I've just put it straight along, put it into the two little slips that it fits into, two little claw shapes on a single stud, and there's two close together. Slipped straight in, absolutely amazing. No problems. I thought I was going to have problems. There's no problems. Looking forward to the rest of the build. I thought I'd try and show you how the actual pieces of the roof fit on, so you'd have some sort of idea. And you can see that this piece here, all it does is it fits onto two little claw-shaped pieces, which I'm going to show you. It just presses on. They line up perfectly what I did in the other two pieces, so I'm assuming this one will be the same. And if I can just find the spot there, there they are. Ah, and that is the little hooks that thing just presses into, and it holds it in place. I'm sorry it's a bit dark and gloomy. I do have some new lights coming, but I just wanted to just show how they fitted in, and then really if anybody does buy it, it just gives you a little bit of hindsight. Continuing, and let's see if it fits. Again, just a quick comeback. As you can see, it's just fitted straight in, perfect. A little bit of a push, click, and in it goes. Easy peasy. Well, here we are with bag 10 finished, and look at that roof. It looks absolutely super. You can just about see there as well. At the side, I'm going to stand up in a minute to show it off a bit better. I cannot fault this roof whatsoever. Everything fits into place, everything clicks, all the bricks are great. Like I said, a little bit flimsy on the edges where it just connects to one stud, but totally and utterly solid. You can still pick it, you can pick it up, shake it, won't fall apart. It's just me and my heavy-handedness. The colours pop, everything looks good. The little clips where it clips onto the little studs with the little U-shaped things that the bars click into, that I can't think what they're called. It just clicks in like I showed you in the last video. Here's a top view, and I think it's looking absolutely awesome. If bag 11 is like bag 10, which I expect it to be, it's going to be an absolutely cracking build again, and I'm really looking forward to it. The only other worthy thing of note is those were the only two spare bricks that I've got, which might come in handy for next time. And I'm just going to find out now how long that part of the build took me. So according to my stopwatch, the roof parts, the 3 panels, took me roughly an hour to do, which seems a little bit long to me for what I did, but to be honest, it's going to be right. And obviously because I enjoyed it so much, the time sort of went so quickly. Again, absolutely faultless. Whoever the designer is, and it tells you in the book who the designer is, they get my full amount of credit, because the roof is just so perfect. And I hope you like what you're seeing now. If you're enjoying this build, you're enjoying my videos, and I'm trying to get better as we go along slowly, please give us a thumbs up and a like. Don't be frightened to comment. You know, if you think I'm doing good, you know, it's nice to know. If you can see anything that I've glaringly done wrong, add it in the comments. I'm not going to bite. I'm always open to ways of getting better, and a few people have already commented about lighting and things like that, which I'm definitely going to attend to. I am attending to, and which should be a lot better in the future. Thank you for watching, and on to bag 11. Bag number 11. So here I am again. This is the contents of bag number 11. My usual little zoom in and see. We've got a minifig to build today. I think it's the last of the 7 dwarfs. We've got a nice little blue bird there, and sorry for the shadow, and the grey shovel. The usual plates, loads of yellow stuff for continuing the roof build. If it goes like the last one, it's gonna be an absolute blast. So onward and upward, and let's crack on with the build. First, tiny bit of stress on the roof of the cottage, all down to me and not Lego. So I'm just going to point out here, I couldn't get these pieces on the third slat to, or is it the second slat? This one here anyway, to line up, and they wouldn't match, and I was having real problems. And it turned out what had happened was I got wrong pieces. I mean, I don't know if you can see, that's better. You can see the slides are the opposite way. So the only thing I would say to anybody making this is make sure that you keep them two pieces separate. And there's like 20 or 25 of each piece, so you can't get them mixed up in your build and cock it up like I did. Once I'd worked out what I'd done, it was easy as a piece of pie. Right, on with the build. So once again, I'm just trying to show you exactly where the roof clicks on, and if you can just about make out that brick, I know the lighting's not good, don't worry, there's lights coming, and my shadow's dreadful there, so please forgive me for that, but you can definitely see it with that one. Basically, I'm just going to quickly turn the roof over, and that's it. These two parts, oh God, Kevin, you're dreadful. There it is. My God, I couldn't see anything. Those two parts just click into those black studs and they lay on the roof. Sorry for the shaky vid and the moving parts. Like I say, and the shadows are terrible. Light is coming. On with the connection. And just to say, just a quickie, it slipped in straight away, rested on the things, one-handed actually, and they were in. So, right, let's finish the build off. Well, that's the end, the completion of bag 11. And what can I say, the little birdhouse is nice there. That's on a tilting rocking thing. At first I thought, oh my lord, you've cocked it up, it's going to be upside down, but it wasn't, and it worked perfectly. Same procedures as before with the things. I had a little bit of a meltdown, like I said, with the having the wrong side of the pointed slats that slope either one side or to the other, to the left or the right. So just make sure that you get the right ones when you're doing the build. Fitted in absolutely perfectly, brilliantly, no problems. And the build time was roughly, let me look at my notes, 45 minutes. So not bad at all for me, and like I say, I don't rush. I will add, I know my camera's terrible, I'm going to have people shout at me, I don't blame them, professional. There is the minifig, and that is definitely dopey. That could be me, I could be dopey. But I'm going to focus on the minifigs, like I've said in the review, and try and work out who is what. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the build, if you've enjoyed me making a fool of myself, that's lovely. Please comment, thumbs up. Either tell me how good it is, how good I am, or how terrible I am. Anything and upwards to help me. I am working on the lighting and Steadicam for later builds, so I am listening to what people are asking me and advising me. Back to the build, absolutely brilliant, well worth it so far. Thoroughly enjoyed it, apart from my own meltdowns. Nothing to do with Lego. See you soon. bag number 12. Bag number 12. So this is the contents of bag number 12. Let's get into it nice and quickly. We're going to start the build quite quickly. The last of the roof. Some plates there, little window section. Plenty of brown, some green. Them side pieces that I looked up last time that I'm not going to look up again. Onward and upward with the main build. Let's hope it's a little bit better and faster than the last one. So here we are with the end of bag number 12, the final roof piece. This time it doesn't go in like the last one, but it just clicks on 2 pins on either end, clunk clunk, and then it rests on the bottom. Very easy, no problems, easy to get in. Lovely detail. This time, again, I'd sorted my pins out, no trouble getting mixed up this time. Everything went in like an absolute peach. That is the end of the cottage. I'm not going to spin it round till everything's finished and then we can see the review. If you've enjoyed what you've watched so far, please give me a like. If you don't like it, give me a dislike, and subscribe if you want to. In the coming weeks and months, I've got some lovely builds coming up, some interesting different builds, not Legos, couple of mocks, you name it. I think some of you will be pleasantly surprised. See you next bag. I did actually forget to say the actual build time was round about 40 minutes. But again, I stress every time, this is my build pace. I don't rush, take it steady, and I think I can see myself that I'm going the right pace for me because everything looks so good. So thanks again, and see you in the next one. Bag number 13. So here we are with bag 13 contents. We'll start with the pretties. We've got some nice sparkly click-on stones there. We've got the Technic pieces, so a little bit of Technic coming up undoubtedly. And then we've got a lot of green. I do not like green. I do not like building Lego trees. Then we have some brown. Another minifig. I wonder who that could be. Some accessories. We've got a bucket, the apple, a magnifying glass and bag. And a bit more green to finish. So onward and upward with the build. And let's get going. Right, hello, so here is the completion of bag number 13 with only one more bag to go. And as you can see, this section was all about making trees and all that sort of stuff. In fact, if I'm honest and truthful, I don't like making trees, but I suppose it looks good. Sorry for shaky cam, just turning around to show you the other trees. It's a therapeutic build, no real problems, no missing pieces, and we did have all these spares. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces spare, and there is the minifig to this build, the Wicked Witch with the poisonous apple. And I will say that the hardest point of this build for this bag is right there in front of your eyes. Is putting that bag into the hand of the witch. and it's because the actual bag itself is rubber, and it's when you try and push the hand on, because it's so tight, of course the rubber moves away. And it took me a good couple of minutes to finally get the handle in the hand. Other than that, no problems at all with the trees. It is looking good, I think. Of course, I'll leave that to you, the viewer. And we've got one bag left, so see you on the flip side. If you like, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like, give me a thumbs down, and please subscribe if you want to see more of the same things. See you soon. Bag number 14. Contents for bag number 14. Yes, the last bag. And again, it looks like we've got plants, we've got flowery colours, we've got some clear glass. That looks good. And then we've got my favourites, as we'll say later. It looks like some more tree building. We all know how much I like tree building. No, I don't. Anyway, cut a long story short, here we go. On to the last bag. See you on the flip side. There you go. Bag 14 is complete, and that is the end of the build. No problems, quite pretty. It's the actual case that when Sleeping Beauty eats the poisoned apple, she is asleep. The trees, God, I hate building trees. Sorry for using the G word if I've offended anybody. But it is what it is, and it is finished. Went together quite well. I will show you something here if I can point it out, because I didn't do it before. You can just about see there it says Snow White, and it's the same the other side. Obviously obscured by the two plants, but it's a nice little addition, I suppose. I'll be doing a full review in the next video. Build time was around 30 minutes. We had 5 spare pieces, nice clear semicircular round piece there, which I think is nice. Good spare. And then the other little bits. If you like what you're seeing, please click and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, write in the comments what you think, and if you want to give me a thumbs down, give me a thumbs down. Hopefully not. Onward and upward to the review, and I'll see you on the other side. So it's time for the review of Snow White and Snow White's cottage, and I immediately don't know what the Lego number is. Oh, that's so professional, Kimmy. But I'm going to carry on. Here you can see we're going to start off with the minifigs. I promised everybody with more detail, and we're going to have more detail. So we're going to start with, I believe that's Doc, who's usually the what I call the leader of the dwarves, or dwarfs. Then we've got Grumpy, Happy, Bashful, I'm guessing he's Sneezy, Dopey, obviously not a dwarf, but the Wicked Witch, Snow White. With your note here, the arm print. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And the little headband on the headpiece. Well done, Lego. And there's Prince Charming, if that's his name, but Prince somebody. And I still can't think of who is that. I don't know. But anyway, that's on the point. I'm going to spin them around for you now as gentle as possible so as you can get a closer look again. Please excuse my shadow. There's the back of Doc. And then Grumpy, and if I just go along the line, like the little pickaxes for working down the mine, I think that's a nice addition. Doc's got some sort of like hammer chisely thing there. As you can see, Dopey's got a shovel. Wicked Witch has got the old apple in the bag. Probably the hardest thing in this set, but I'll come to that in a moment. Then we've got the back of Snow White. Lovely little collar there, and again the arm print in the other side. Absolutely super duper. And then we've got Prince Charming, if it is Prince Charming, with his nice cloak. Super Minifigs, easy to build, typical Lego. And now I'm going to concentrate a little bit on the witch, and to say the hardest part. If you look at the hand on the bag is made of rubber. Although it's a little hard handle, when you go to push it into the witch's hand, obviously the bag pushes, closes together. My fingers are too big. And it took me a good 2 minutes just to get the bag in the hand. That was one of the most fiddliest things in the entire set. Again, could that be me? Possibly. Don't think it is though. I think it's going to be tight for everybody. But at the end of the day, that's just a little thing. This set, before I get into the nitty gritty, has been an absolute joy to build. Right, I'm going to move on now from the minifigs. So as you can see, this is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Lego set 43242. It's got 2,228 pieces. We've got 10 minifigs, 3 separate builds really, even though the 2 are only small, and an absolute joy to build. Well, let's get into the build. So, the first thing you build is the wishing well. Simple little easy build, again, no problems at all with the bricks, clutch power. It just goes together nice and easy. Worthy of note again there, you can see you've got a little bucket, two little doves, I think they're doves, and the flowers on the top looking really pretty. I'm going to turn it around now for everybody, nice and steady. You can see the side, look at that roof, the roots coming out the ground on the pads, and the other side really matches the other side. This was a really good way to start, stress-free, enjoyable, and as I'd finished it I was looking forward to starting the main build. So here it is in all its glory, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Snow White's, well, it's the Dwarfs cottage really, with the bunks in. Where do I start? The actual base build, very good. You can see we've got a rabbit, white rabbit, 2 squirrels, brown and grey, with another little bucket. Doors, windows a little bit run down, not really looked after. Could the dwarves do better? I'm sure they could. Nice little window there, you can't really see, but it does open. Little printed pieces here all the way around this cottage. That makes good. We have a little bird and a birdhouse there, a little bluebird. That looks good. More trees. But enough of that and more about the build. Like I say, the ground level, easy to build, no problems, nothing missing. We get to the inside, a little bit more interesting. The table was enjoyable to build, so was the side pieces. I'm going to try and get out of the shower. Can't wait to get my tripod. You can see the cutlery, the candle, the dishes, the logs. Absolutely brilliant. There you can see the start of a nightmare for me. Really was the thing that sparked this set for me was the stickers. They're not in line. Nothing wrong with the stickers, it was just me, but I found it awkward being a sloped brick that I was applying the stickers to. I had a couple of goes, but still not up to my usual standard quality. Spoiled the set. The most pressured part of this build was the stickers, undoubtedly. The side wasn't too bad. Look with the squirrel. It's a piano stroke organ, and again, nice little carpet decoration. It's too dark, so I'm not going to go there. But at the end of the day, it was really, really good. And I won't go to the tree. The upstairs part with the beds, you can see, just about see the beds. That's better with a little light. You just can't see the names because they're on the other side. Nice intricate things, nice little intricate builds with a little different coloured square studs. As I said, very interesting, very nice, very, very enjoyable. And then I'm going to move swiftly on to the chimney. Was easy to build, by the way, no problems with that whatsoever, just straight brick building. Now we get to the roof, and this was so therapeutic. You just got lost in the tiling. You had to definitely keep your mind on what you was doing, and if you can just about see the angular pieces, I had one spot of trouble, which I think, if I remember rightly, it was this side of the roof. And again, not Lego's mistake, my mistake. I was trying to get the wrong slope fitting into the wrong hole. So like if it was sloping to the left, I wanted one sloping to the right. Totally my mistake. I'm not perfect, I'm still learning. I guess I'll always be learning. But once I'd sorted it out, which took me a few minutes if I'm honest, once I knew what I'd done wrong, put the right pieces in, and away we go again, no problems whatsoever. The little upstairs window you can see now, you can see through with a bit of light. That looks a lot better. The other side there, you can just about see the curved window. Oh, that's better. Little lamp. So, what I will say, which frightened me before I actually did it, to be honest, was the actual installing of the roof. You build the panels and then the panels fit on. The little hook pieces that fit into a single strut, and then obviously the panels, a sort of flat piece with a handle, they just click into place. I thought I would have a tremendous hard time putting these into place. I thought they'd break off and all sorts. I was absolutely mistaken. Everyone, and there was 4 if I remember rightly, fitted like a dream. Little push, one finger, click, 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 click. So absolutely amazing to the builder, to the designer, worked perfectly, no problems. I was impressed. This panel, it just presses onto 2 studs and it holds, and you would think it might be flimsy, but like I say, I've picked it up, I've been spinning it round, no problems with it at all. It's been a 5-star build. Now we'll get to the final parts of the build, and this is the trees. I personally don't like tree builds, but again, that's me. But they look okay. Nice little butterfly on top. Same with this side. Nice big tree. Look, they've been flushing out their wares, magnifying glass. We've got little diamonds, all there set. So the cottage, like I say, absolutely brilliant. Can't fault it, won't fault it. No regret in buying it and building it for the wife. And I'll now get to the next part of the build, which was the final part of the build. So finally we have Sleeping Beauty's sleeping bed or sleeping chamber, whatever you want to call it. Lovely little build again. Not a lot to it. Tree building, you can see how thrilled I am in the tree building. Love the little, is it lily pads with the little flowers, and very, very good. The actual build of the bed was quite enjoyable. Some nice glass pieces, as you can see there. Lovely glass thing there. You know, well, it's plastic but simulating glass, but it's lovely and clear. No scratch marks as I expect with Lego. I don't expect no problems like that. Lovely bit of decoration at the end. I'm going to turn around and show how the trees are connected. 2 slopes there. We've got some lovely big leaves for one. I like the comparison between big leaves and little leaves. And then we've got the sloping tree. You can adjust the slope if you want it to slope more, which I don't really. I think it looks silly when it's sloping too much. But again, I've got to say, I enjoyed the set. I think all in all, it's going to be one of my most relaxing sets to build. Once I'd started, I wanted to continue to build it. That's how good it was. The only thing I didn't like, as I said, was the stickers. But that's down to me personally. I'm going to put all the set together for you all now, and then you can see how it looks as one great big thing. So here is the set, the complete set in all its glory. I'll try and gently spin it round without causing any damage. I've got to say, it was super duper. Again, I'm repeating myself. The only bad thing about this set was the stickers. I am going to tell you now what the approximate build time for this set was. Just looking at my notes, and it took me roughly 5.5 hours from absolutely nothing to the final build. And again, that's at my pace, that's not rushing. But what I've actually got for those 5 hours is pure joy, relaxation. I'm just using the same words again. Do I think you should buy this? absolutely just for the build experience. Is it a good display piece? I think it is. You know, you get 10 minifigs, and for 2,228 pieces, I don't think it's badly priced. Some lovely brick builds. There's nothing that doesn't fit together right. It's a sturdy build. It doesn't fall apart. If you want my advice, go out and buy one and try one. I don't think you'll be disappointed. If you like what you've seen so far, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. If you don't like what you've seen, like I always say, give us a thumbs down, but please tell us why. Don't be frightened to comment in the comments below what you think's good about this set, what you think's bad about this set. If you agree with my comments or disagree with my comments. It's a free world. I won't stop you talking. As I always say, if you think I can do anything better, this is the start of my YouTube, Lego and other brick videoing career. And I want to go on with an upward, like I've said. The next set, I'm going to give you a little bit of a teaser. It's a Star Wars set, but it's not made by Lego. See you on the flip side. P.S. Did anybody spot the missing dwarf? I believe it was Happy. Onwards and upwards. See you on the next one. Right, everybody. So if you have managed to sit through that, whatever, just over an hour or whatever, of the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Cottage, it really was a lovely build, and it was so therapeutic. I kept saying it, you know, it was nice to just sit back. The build sections weren't too long, everything went absolutely together great, and it was absolutely lovely. And when I look at the next build that will follow in podcast 3, that was a bit more stressful, but very quickly it was an absolute brilliant thing, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope for people considering to get the set, it does show you I think it is worth it. It's so enjoyable to build. So as I say, I'm repeating myself when I say it, it was relaxing, it was enjoyable, it was everything you want it to be. And with that, as I say, thank you for watching. You know the drill. My name's Kev. I am Square Ghost, and I'll see you all on that flip side.